Hey everyone, surrealcanine here. Welcome back for more Let's Get Good at Touhou 2. Today we're going to be using the offensive type that relies on the yin-yang orb. All of Reimu's shots are focused in front of her. She's very slow, but she's totally a boss destroyer like this. Also, at max power, her shots get a little more powerful, but that's the only real difference. So yeah, do a 1cc again. I don't have a whole lot to say at this point in time. It's pretty much the same thing it's always been. You know, third verse, same as the second verse, same as the first verse. Not a whole lot is really different between offensive Reimu and defensive Reimu. Just, you gotta, well, actually, yeah, I guess there is, at least after you reach full power, because, as full power defensive Reimu, you know, she gets the holding amulets and stuff, but as offensive Reimu, you just gotta stay in front of the boss. And it, leads to your movements being a little different, I guess, but not really different enough for me to have noticed at all during the game. Your biggest problem is probably going to be with Marissa with her spinning orbs. Also, offensive Reimu is, I guess, a bit better suited for micro-dodging since she's so slow to begin with. I kind of ran out of things to say. I might stop doing entire runs for individual shot types in the future. I mean, if it calls for a really different strategy, I guess I could, but this game really doesn't. Touhou 3 is probably going to be a different story, but we're going to be getting to that later. As of the time this is uploaded, I haven't actually recorded any Touhou 3 footage yet. For some reason, I just kind of stopped being motivated to do this. It's just the thing I have with my projects, but I'll get around to it eventually. Here's Rika! She's a thing. I guess the thing I can talk about here is the Helios Create project. They're a group that did a remake of this game in the style of the Windows games called Story of Eastern Wind. You had the choices between Sanae, Reimu, and Suika in the same order as this. As these things. The first boss was Chirno, and this was actually the very first full-on Touhou game that I played, Story of Eastern Wind. So I was kind of prepared for Story of Eastern Wonderland, but not really. If I remember right, I think I kept passing the magic stones mostly by chance. I wasn't really as good at Danmaku then as I am now. I mean, I'm still not all that great, but at least I can, 1cc this game. Yeah. You could also play as, Yuyuko with the really crazy shot type if you cleared the game as all three characters you initially had, which was nice. The remake also used a different song for this stage. They used a unused song called, I think, Sunfall instead of End of Daylight. So when I played this for the first time on PC 98, I was kind of like, what is this song even a thing? And yeah, I actually kind of like End of Daylight better. Actually, I might be getting into the habit with just discussing the music on my final run of the game when I have nothing else to say. The Stage 1 music, Hakare Eastern Wind, is really great. I used it as the overworld background in one of my Zelda LPs. Because, you know, it was kind of a thing. This song, it sounds really similar to the Stage 3 theme, World of Empty Dreams. But, at the same time, it's a little different, and I like that. That part of it sounds similar. I read in the manual that those are apparently supposed to be crows, not bats, so, thank you, Marissa, for correcting me, I guess. Here I kind of, bombed, but yeah, that was offensive Reimu's bomb. Doesn't last as long as defensive Reimu, but, you know, when you're... Power is kind of focused entirely on your shots. Who needs a bomb? Famous last words. In space. There's Meira again. The Windows character equivalent used in a story of Eastern Wonderland for this was Luigi, who is a very minor character from the 10th game. Touhou Fuumaroku, Mountain of Faith. I think that's what it was called, I might be mistaken. We'll get to Touhou 10 when we get to it. I've never once CC'd the game. That might actually be false, my memory is terrible. Most of the Touhou games are a lot harder than this, by the way. Make of that what you will. This song sounds kind of similar to a boss theme from Mystic Square, and I probably will point that out when I get to that game, but yeah. I like it. I like a lot of the music in this game, it's nice. I'm kind of surprised Alvastance isn't more of a fan of this music, considering it's using his favorite sound chip. It's the FM chipset, which was also used in the Sega Genesis. Zune apparently really likes to use it for some reason. It's a thing. Here we go, World of Empty Dreams. Yeah, that's the part that sounds like end of daylight. It's a thing. When I was first getting into the Touhou fandom, I kind of used to only care about the boss themes. I'm not really sure what changed my opinion on that, but yeah, the stage themes are really great in their own respect. Might have been the EWI Flash animations that changed my mind. I don't know. I used to have a whole bunch of Touhou songs on my iPod that I got like 5 years ago, and then on my phone that I got. That was 2 years ago at Christmas now. But yeah, they were kind of taking up a lot of space, and I didn't listen to them as much as the Freedom Planet soundtracks and the A2XT stuff that I have now, so I kind of got rid of them. They're really great, though. If you're a video game music fan, Touhou is definitely kind of the way to go as far as good music. Of course, if you get into a boss discussion about boss music, great English there, me. It's Touhou is definitely the place to go for awesome boss themes, so much so that Russ considers it cheating when we're talking about really great final boss themes. All I have to say to that is, dang it, Zoon, you sure are a great composer. And this is where all of my commentary is not about the video game itself, turning into other Let's Players. But, you know, I kind of ran out of stuff to say, because we've already seen 2 successful 1ccs of this, and it's not like the magic stones are much of a threat anymore. In Story of Eastern Wind, they were Alice and 4 of her dolls, and they were the first example of real pain. I had to sacrifice a bomb to get a bomb. Way to go, me. They were the first example of real pain that I had against the Touhou boss. I mean, Mayra and the Flower Tank are really not all that difficult if you have any idea what you're doing. Here, though, you kind of have to really know what you're doing to not get hit. As will be attested to by the fact that in my practice runs I kind of got hit a lot. What I said before in the defensive run about the Magic Stone's lasers is definitely true. If you get caught on top of one, just bomb. Don't even try to get out of the way, because Reimu is so slow that you're probably not going to react fast enough. I might have figured out how to dodge the green shot that came before this pattern. Just kind of slip in between the second to last shot and the last shot, or something like that, I guess. Or the third to last and the second to last. Anyway, yeah, it goes down super easy because offensive Reimu max power. Which kind of leads me to think that maybe there's hitbox shenanigans going on, but I don't know. Fuumaroku Burning Violet. I kind of said all I really have to say about this song in the other videos of this. It's, you know, totally inspired by Final Fantasy VI, maybe, question mark. But it kind of deviates after the opening, and I kind of like that, because it's like a variation on a familiar theme. It may not have been what Zoon entirely intended, but it's still pretty great to hear. Definitely adds to the tension of this being the last real stage in the game, especially on easy mode, where enemies in stage 5 don't even shoot at you. Here we go with me taking the oh yeah, the quotes a part of Marissa's theme for not any real apparent reason, I guess, other than that she's the stage boss, and that might not have even been intentional because I'm not a mind reader and Zoom doesn't comment on it, at least not to my knowledge. But yeah, it's kind of fitting. Actually, yeah, the first time Zoon said he intentionally did that was in Touhou 14. So I guess maybe it's just kind of coincidental here, or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling here. While waiting for my, my dude to, I have no idea what he's doing. Maybe he's back locked up again or something. Hasn't responded in a few hours. Yeah, there's nothing here. It's also late at night, which is why I'm laughing so much, because I laugh a lot when I'm tired. I haven't been looking at this screen all. Way to go there, man. That was a brilliant reaction. I thought I managed to dodge those before. Crazy town. Here I kind of scroll through the text in time with the beat of the music. For no reason at all. Other than because I thought it was funny at the time. Marissa's theme, Love Colored Magic. It's just really great. It was one of the first tracks I kind of fell in love with after Flounder's theme and Suiko's theme, which I only got into because of the McRolled. If you haven't seen those, you really should. It's some dude made a mashup of a bunch of Japanese McDonald's commercials, and they set it with Touhou music, or remixes thereof, and it's pretty great. I bet those videos alone are responsible for like a huge portion of the Touhou fandom in both the East and the West. And the other half is the Touhou crossovers. The first Touhou anything game that I played was the RPG Maker RPG by S-chan, which was Touhou Fuumaroku, also known as Touhou Mother. Just considering I was really into Earthbound at the time, you know, I thought it was pretty great. I had a lot of frustrations installing it though, because you had to be in the Japanese system locale to be able to play it, and even then, sometimes it just hung up on the title screen for no real reason. I haven't played it in a really long time because of that. It's also an RPG Maker 2000 game, which is like what? RPG fans, and especially Earthbound fans, I would highly recommend it. It's pretty great, even if it is RPG Maker. I'm kind of picky about the smoothness and flow of gameplay in my games nowadays. Like, and especially the quality of the writing too. Like, if you ask me to play the English translation of Namco Cross Capcom, I would say, why the heck was this not translated better? It's pretty obvious the translators weren't native English speakers, is what I'm kind of trying to say here. Not to mention, they might have been unfamiliar with the localized source material. Because, like, Bravo Man, for example, is romanized as Berabo Man. And it's like, that's kind of anguishing, to say the least. Also, they misspelled Shadaloo, and I need to think about some other things. The dialogue is also, like, full of English. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I know they're there. So yeah, I'm kind of grateful that there's a slightly better translation on GameFAQs, which is still a little messed up. They didn't fix the Bravo Man stuff, the can't really ask for everything. I have a couple of misgivings about the community Touhou translations too at the moment, because they're a little bit Englishy too. I mean, I could edit them, but I'd want to check them against the original Japanese, and I just kind of can't be bothered to do that. I don't know, I'm super lazy, and it kind of shows, but I don't know. I'd rather be playing games than translating them. Especially if I get to make awesome commentary on it like this. Oh yeah, I haven't even commented about Nima's theme yet. It's called Complete Darkness, and it's pretty great. Definitely, well, it's not really as epic as later Touhou final boss tunes, but it kind of gets the job done. And the remasters posted on Jesse LeJohn's YouTube channel are really great. Also, I gotta kind of cut out the ending here, so be right back. Yeah, 1 month later. Okay, I'm back. I still had to cut out a little bit of the credits, but, you know, that's kind of okay, I guess. What was I gonna say? In terms of overall difficulty, I'd say Story of Eastern Wonderland is kind of on the easy to medium side, at least if you're playing at the minimum difficulty. The bullets are fast and furious, but there aren't that many of them, and they're pretty easy to dodge if you know they're coming. Which you can't really say about later Touhou games, because it just wouldn't be true. The bosses are especially lackluster compared to other games, besides the Magic Stones. Those are crazy beans. You know, it was the experimental game, and for what it does a pretty good job of being a video game, I guess. Now, let's see what rank I get. Oh man, the suspense, it sure is killing me. My skill level is still a failure of a person. Oh well. Can't win them all, I guess. So yeah, I will be seeing you guys in Touhou 3 whenever I get around to recording that. Still no plans to do the extra stage. Yeah, crazy beans. Number 6 on a high score, which isn't too bad, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you all in Touhou 3.